What's going on, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Chiefs Comments with Kramer. Yours truly here, Kramer Sansone, right here on Club Foolish. Hopefully, everybody's having a lovely Thursday. Remember, every single Thursday at the very Chiefs Comments with Kramer right here on YouTube at Club Foolish and also on the X app. And if you haven't done so already, as you're coming on into here, hopefully you're all having a great Thursday, whether if you're at work or at home or just listening to us on the go. Thank you. Thank you. Make sure you like this episode. Make sure you subscribe to us. Follow us on all the platforms. Turn on notifications. If you don't turn on notifications, how do you not know when a lovely show like this comes live in your ear holes, however you listen to it? I mean, it's listening, right? Audio or however you podcasted or live video. As you can see this lovely face. Not sure how much of a lovely face it actually is, but you know what? It is what it is. This is Chiefs Comments with Kramer. Hello, everybody. Let's start off like we usually do every single week. Go through the injury reports. And there's a laundry list of injuries right now for the Los Angeles Chargers. I almost said San Diego Chargers to me. It still feels like they are the San Diego Chargers. But you know what? That's either here or there. At some point, I think they should actually go back. That's just my little viewpoint on it. But no, the Chargers look very beat up right now. Joe Alt did not practice yesterday. Granted, the practice reports for today have yet to come out. They should be here later on, especially for the Chargers side, since they are a handful of hours back behind us. But Joe Alt didn't play practice yesterday. Trey Pipkins, Rashawn Slater. Those are two of your starting tackles. Those are three guys there that did not practice. Defensive lineman Ogunboni, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm not going to try to butcher it. Junior Colson didn't, or Joey Bosa did not as well. He did not participate. But other guys like Hayden Hurst, he's was limited to practice. Darius Davis, he was out there showing. Joshua Palmer, Justin Herbert, he was limited as well. It's shocking, I know. Khalil Mack, Kristen Fulton, and also Jasir Taylor, limited practice for those. But for the Chiefs, those full practice for the guys who showed up on the report with Rashee Rice full, Derek Nottie full, Nick Bolton full, and Jalen Watson full. So that is the injury report currently for the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. And now let's just get to the part where everybody wants to come to listen. Hopefully everything is working on this end. Maybe so. Let's get to the comments.
Let's get to the comments.
First comment coming through over on X from Country Boy 567. Who's the odd man out in the running back room? This is a very good question, especially us knowing that Kareem Hunt was activated. He was elevated. He's going to have a snap down for the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think he's going to start. I don't even think he's going to get 20 snaps for this upcoming game. I don't even think he plays 20% of the time. The odd man out, I think, I loved what I saw from Samaje Perine and also Carson Steele this past week against the Atlanta Falcons. I would love to keep Carson Steele, the man of steel, Thor, whatever you want to call him. I would love to see him stay in this lineup. I think the oddball is Samaje Perine, even though he does have that veteran presence about him, knowing that you can kind of rely on him at times. But if you want that veteran presence, why don't you just let it be the guy that you just signed recently in Kareem Hunt? There's at least some sort of value the Kansas City Chiefs do have if they wanted to sign him to a practice squad, then elevate him, knowing that Isaiah Pacheco's out for another, 7 more weeks, possible 7 more weeks. Hopefully it's sooner than that, depending on how the injury heals. So out of the running back room, I think it's Samaje Perine. Samaje Perine is a pass-catching back that we knew coming into the game this last week. And Kareem Hunt was a pass-catching back for the Cleveland Browns when he was playing over there. Heck, I feel like this was the second time this season that not even the second time this season. This was back-to-back seasons that Kareem Hunt had to be called off the bench basically from free agency to help fill a spot. It was last year with Nick Chubb. Now it's this year with Isaiah Pacheco. Do I think Kareem Hunt – you know what? Kareem Hunt could be the odd man out here. Like I said, I don't see him playing as much as what people are led to believe this upcoming game. You can even see on waiver wire reports when it comes to fantasy football that Kareem Hunt last week was a surplus of people adding them to their fantasy teams, and I just don't think that's the case, and don't think people should be wasting their roster spots on that. Samaje Perine, I think, is the odd man out. So if I would go to like the depth chart order, the official order for that, you could say it's Carson Steele is the 1. The 2 that rotates in as a third down back with Samaje Perine is Kareem Hunt, and Samaje. So 1 Carson, 2 Kareem Hunt, and 3 Samaje Perine. So that's who I think it is. But once Isaiah Pacheco comes in, I think Samaje Perine's out on the Chiefs side. This comes from Jairus. By the way, if you guys are, whoever's tuned in right now, please make sure you like this video, subscribe. Do not forget to follow us on any of the platforms that we have on here. Subscribe to us on YouTube. If you have a comment right now, if you didn't do so, submit some earlier. No worries. You can comment right now live, and I will get to that comment as soon as possible. Heck, I'd get to it after this one from Jairus. So feel free to put any comment down there for the Kansas City Chiefs related, or just a comment, question, concern, and I will answer to the best of my ability. This is coming from Jairus. I'm concerned the NFL is the most boring of the big 4 sports. Interesting. 2, Travis Kelce is washed. It's not the case. 3, the effing Chiefs are going to struggle all season just to win the Super Bowl. Now, this has got to be coming from one of the most diehard Chiefs fans that I could possibly know. Do Chiefs fans really think Travis Kelce is washed? Like how the national media attention is trying to, like Todd McShay out here saying stuff, Ronnie Harrison out here saying stuff, people who just want to jam it into the side of Travis Kelce because he's dating the most popular figure, the most amazing person in the world, in Taylor Swift. So that's not cool. That's not cool. You shouldn't be. If you're dissing Travis because of that, it's not right. It's not fair. Travis Kelce's being triple teamed. He's literally can't get open because the defense is scheming him not to get open. So Travis Kelce is not washed. We're going to see a test this week. We will, because the Chargers are so banged up. It's kind of sad. But NFL being boring. I mean, I do personally enjoy watching Red Zone, but that's not boring, is it? No. I just calm down. Everything will be okay, Jers. Everything will be okay. This is coming from Cam. With no Derwin James, Kelce better produce. That's a bold take there because it's true. Derwin James, with him having to serve that suspension this week, that's a big blow for the Chargers. If that's the case, if I'm the Chargers, I shouldn't be starting my quarterback, Justin Herbert, who just re-aggravated his eye ankle sprain. There's just no need for that. And if you're not having one of your leaders on defense in the secondary who would go one-on-one and try to shut down Travis Kelce, that's Derwin James, and he's not being able to play. There's no reason to play majority of your starters in a week 4 matchup. We already know Jim Harbaugh is going to want to hand off the ball no matter what, bleed the clock with the run game. That's going to happen. That will be something that we will see on Sunday. But yeah, I mean, you're right. Travis Kelce better produce. The best defensive player that's in the secondary isn't going to be playing. Because we already know Khalil Mack can't drop back into coverage. That'd be kind of funny. A left outside linebacker like Khalil Mack dropping back into coverage. He had a handful of interceptions back in his little heyday, but it's not 2015, 2016, 2017. So we're not getting that version of anybody there. This defense is so banged up for the Chargers. I'm shocked they don't just get some guys that are backups in college football who aren't doing anything just to bring them on in, because they might actually be a little bit. I'm joking. It's not. The talent's completely different. No, Kelce better produce this week. I think he will produce. I think he'll get his first touchdown this season. I think it's plus money right now anyways. If you're a sports gambling degenerate like myself, don't worry. Travis Kelce will be fine. Like, he will. And that's on to the next one from Travis. It's not Travis Kelce, is it? No. Kelce, this is what Travis said. Kelce about to become a red zone machine because he's upset with production. Dude's looking slow. He's looking slow because he's being quadruple teamed. Like, he's getting chipped off the coming out and up there. He's getting hit. People are making contact and making sure he does not get open like he usually does for Patrick Mahomes. But does it really matter? I get that the production isn't there. These comments are probably coming from people who drafted him in fantasy football that is trying to hopefully grab a hold of something. I don't know. That's just me just thinking out loud. He will be a touchdown machine this. I think he gets 2 touchdowns. I firmly do, because of how banged up this defense is for the Chargers. But he's not looking slow. Come on now. He's just not. For you fantasy folks, get ready, because Travis Kelce probably is going to eat. Hopefully he eats. I'd like to see it. I don't have him on a fantasy team though, but I would like to see him eat at some point. It's come from Ty. I'm concerned that they will win the division so early that they will need to rest players early. Is that a concern? This would result in is this a result in a rusty playoff performance? So it's gotten to the point now with the Kansas City Chiefs that it's you could say it's like the Jordan Bulls analogy from back in the day. Wish I would have was alive to see it. The mentality was get to the postseason. Once the postseason starts, that's the thing that you worry about the most. But you have to get there. In order to get there, you got to win. That's what the Kansas City Chiefs do. It doesn't matter how I don't know how you do the game, how you win the game shouldn't matter because you won the game. Who cares if Travis Kelce doesn't get anything? Who cares if it sounds odd me saying this. Who cares if Rashee Rice goes off one week and doesn't the other, but yet they still win? No one's going to care. We're going to worry because, oh no, we're not seeing this production that we are used to seeing. That's what we shouldn't be worried about. We should be worried about winning. If we don't win, you do not go to the promised land. And the Chiefs keep on winning and they keep on going to the promised land. Heck, we've seen it back-to-back times. And they're on a very good pace to do that for a third straight season. Why are we getting these negative comments about a team that's 3-0? A team that's 3-0, we're getting comments like this. Even if they, let's quote-unquote, limp into the playoffs because of having to rest players, because you would say that'd be a limp because you're not at full force. Say, like, Carson Wentz starts week 15 through the rest of the year. Cool. If you already won the division, awesome. If you've won the number one seed, that'd be even better. I would love to have my starters rest for those handful of weeks in order to be 100% ready and not banged up. That's just how my mindset is because it gets cold in December. It gets cold in January. It's very cold in Kansas City. Clearly, because we saw that sub-zero game here. I'm just saying. I don't think there will be no if people have if you rest people, that would be great. It's football. Football is grueling. Football is hard. Football is tough. So I would want my players to have as much rest as possible. And if that's the case here, great. You won the division. Cool. You keep winning the division. That's the thing. The Chiefs aren't just satisfied with the division. They're satisfied with that number one seed and satisfied with that Lombardi trophy at the end of the season that they've hosted in back-to-back seasons. I'm just saying. Just saying here. From Michael, the Chiefs can go kick. Yeah, this guy said he can go kick rocks. I put that on here. I put parentheses. He didn't actually put that. A Titans fan said this, people. Come on now. Come on, Chiefs Kingdom. You can't just let Titans people come into the comment section like this, but it's going to happen. It's going to slide on in if I don't get enough Chiefs content. Just saying. All right, this is from Jake over on X. Does anything really matter other than wins, intimidating injuries, and player development? That's a big part to the game, but at the end of the season, no matter what Brett Veach or Andy Reid have or do, they're going to make sure they put the best possible player out there. I mean, we've seen it with a handful of signings. We saw that just think about it like this. The Chiefs might have Sky Moore on the team. Say let's go back to preseason when we had Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, and they're like, before the preseason that actually happened, they had to get McCole Hardman in here because they thought, okay, I'm not satisfied with what Sky Moore is doing. I don't think the production's there. I don't think the Kadarius Toney production's there. They got rid of him because they were trying to develop those players. Yet Sky Moore is still on this team. They tried to help develop these types of players, but yet they're still not being able to see the field. So I still believe that they're still wanting that player development for that. But limiting injuries would also be great for this team. But wins is the most important thing a team can have because if you're not winning, you're losing, and nobody likes to lose. I don't think anybody likes to lose. And if that's just thank you for the comment there, Jake. Thank you for sending that in live too. Appreciate that. If you're watching live, feel free. We can get your comment in here just like how Jake was right there. Creighton number 2. That's why he wanted to put number 2 on there. Don't know why I grabbed it and put it on here. Okay, Creighton number 2. It's Mahomes' best defense and wide receiver core of his career, and the first 3 weeks looked meh. Can't wait to see what they do over a course of a year. Now, there's going to be a lot of growing pains. That's what we're seeing right now. We even heard Patrick Mahomes this week say, I'm not really in my true form until we get to, bye week, so I can work on my fundamentals. He starts working on his fundamentals now, which it sounds odd saying that Mahomes needs to work on his fundamentals because he is the best quarterback in the league for the past, I'll say it, past 5 seasons. For whichever season he started as a quarterback, Tom Brady's still there. So I'm talking myself out of it. Mahomes has been the best quarterback the last 3 seasons. I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
This team's going to be great towards the end of the season. I don't see a team that can actually beat them. Is it the Buffalo Bills? That's the test that we're going to see this at some point this year. I don't remember which exact week it is. That's the Bills week. If I could get some help here, that'd be great. That might be the biggest test, the biggest game the Chiefs had. Because I already thought, like, okay, week 1, week 2. All right, you got the Ravens. They still survived and won. They looked great against the Bengals. Not the Bengals, excuse me. They did not look. Offense looked terrible against the Bengals. Patrick Mahomes the last 2 weeks haven't looked really great. They beat the Ravens. I think they beat them mightily. Even the 2 inches or the 1 inch of the toe there from Isaiah Likely, it doesn't matter. They still won. And I feel like they've had a great offense. They had a great defense that entire game of week 1. Week 2 is a little shaky, but the defense is still there. Week 3 got a little shaky, got a little scary. The defense is still there. This team finds a way to win. It's great. And the fact that Mahomes can be able to figure it out with a great wide receiver core later on in the season is even better because he may not have the full connection right now. What is it? Like 4 or 5 interceptions, which just seems ridiculous. And we've only gone 3 weeks of the season. This isn't the sharpest Mahomes has looked ever. But I still wouldn't. I still give all my trust to the guy. Why wouldn't I give all my trust to the guy? He's literally just won back-to-back Super Bowls. He's the best quarterback in the league. Slow start right now with both. Well, not even with both. The defenses look great. With the wide receiver core, slow start, it's okay. I mean, the offense got turned upside down on its head after week 1 of preseason because their key fixture, the guy I think they were trying to at least keep throwing the ball to the majority of the time, got hurt in Hollywood Brown. There's not what you can do about it. Now you just got to see who can step up. I know Xavier Worthy hasn't looked great the last 2 weeks, but did you expect him to have a touchdown and over 50-plus yards each week? That's just not sustainable with a rookie in this system for the Kansas City Chiefs. I feel like Juju is going to go off at some point. I can't wait to see when Juju goes off. I'm a big fan of Juju Smith-Schuster. Glad that the Chiefs were able to get him back. Another person from comment that was just live, Jake. What do you say here? Yeah, the develop and player development, the question mark on that. They brought in Juju Smith-Schuster, so it's like you got to bring in the best guys there. They do want to develop players, but still. Sorry, I need to get some water there. But yeah, no, over the course of the year, once they all gel together, once everything gets figured out on the offensive side, the sky is the limit. Because the only reason why they're giving up points right now is because, one, turnovers from Mahomes, and they're getting off the field. What's the defense been doing? They've been making sure that they were making stops. And one guy who's been getting so much heat over the time with Nick Bolton, especially week 1, that was a roller coaster week 1 for him. And now the week 3 was able to make the stump, make the thump, the Mr. Thumper himself. Nick Bolton's great. I'm a big fan of Nick Bolton. Always have been. Always will be. No, but that will do it here for Chiefs Comments with Kramer. I hope you all are having a rest of your Thursday. Hopefully it's great for you because tomorrow's Friday. This is Friday Eve right now. And then you have football on Saturday. You got football. Well, heck, you got football tonight. But who's Cowboys, Giants? I ain't worried about it. So my prediction for this upcoming Sunday's game against the Kansas City Chiefs and Los Angeles Chargers, let's go with the final score of 21-10. Kansas City. I don't think the Chargers. Why are you putting Justin Herbert back out there? No, why? He's hurt. High ankle sprain. If I can talk, he had that before. He had that in the game of walking into the Steelers, and he aggravated it. Then there's a great chance he re-aggravates it during the Kansas City Chiefs because football is painful, and sometimes you get hurt. That's just football. But I'll do it here for Chiefs Counsel Kramer. Talk to you all next Thursday at what time is it, people? What time is it? Yeah, it's 2:30. Every single 2:30 right here on Club Foolish. Have a good one.